Hey guys, this is Will from Will X Book Reviews, and today I'm doing a book and movie review for the book Warm Bodies by Marion. The world building was really great in this book. R is living in an airport in New York City. It's been deserted, and he lives in a plane, and he collects a bunch of stuff, and he has a big collection of like vinyl records, which is very cool. And he goes to the city with his friends to like go on a hunt, I guess you could call it. And he is eating Julie's boyfriend, and he looks up and sees Julie, and he instantly falls in love. And this book already, you can assume, has lots of romance in it, but it's not sicky sweet, and coming from a guy, I actually kind of liked it. Since Julie is about to be like eaten potentially by a zombie, R smears zombie blood on her, and it kind of camouflages her. And he brings her back to the airplane with him, and she's kind of confused on why she's there. The parts of the book where she's on the plane get kind of redundant because she's like, why am I here? Why did you take me here? Just let me go home. And she gets kind of annoying, but that's the only part I thought of the book wasn't that great, I guess. But it's very cool because that's when they start to like each other, and he plays the vinyl records. Since he can't talk very well, he'll like skip in the records to certain words so he can talk to her. I think that's pretty cool. Of the movie was very well, though. I liked how all the scenes were laid out and everything followed very like chronologically with the book, and there was nothing very too different about the movie, but some of the small things that I thought were really great about the book were not in the movie, like Julie's love for Thai food. Like, she goes out and they try to find frozen pad Thai food so they can microwave it, and she eats it because it's her favorite food. That's missing from the movie. I think in the movie she has something like watermelon, but I really don't know. But in the movie it was just small things that they kind of left out, but I mean, it's an hour and a half and the book took me like a couple days to read, so of course they have to leave some things out. The acting in the movie was also very good. I didn't expect R to be as well, like I didn't think he was going to be as good as he was in the book, because in the book there's a lot of internal dialogue between Julie and R, and I can see how it'd be really hard to convey that dialogue without being able to talk, but in the movie they did it really well, and the movie wasn't boring, because some parts when you're reading the book, everything is so descriptive, and there's lots of internal dialogue, and it's just boring, and I don't know. When there's so much internal dialogue, and there's not really people talking except for Julie, and R can only say a couple words at a time, it can get kind of boring. But I really liked how they did it in the movie because it made it not boring, and it was very fast-paced in the movie. One thing about the movie, in the movie he plays like 80s music and kind of rock music. I mean, it's a movie, and I mean they have to change little things, but it wasn't that different. But the major thing about the movie that wasn't like the book, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but the ending was very different. In the movie it's kind of made out to be way more happy, and I don't know. It was a very happy ending in the movie, but in the book, there's a very important character dies. That is, as much as I'll spoil, in the movie, that character does not die. But I'm not going to tell you who dies. You're going to have to read the book. Back to the book, around page probably 150, I think that's probably exactly where it started getting really good. Like, big into the plot. You know what's going on. Here's what's happening. Here's what they're going to do to fix it. And here are the circumstances, and here's what they're going to do. The characters all know what their plan is, and everything goes according to plan, and the ending is very well thought out. I know some people didn't like the book ending because it didn't seem very fitting. It kind of left you hanging, but I don't think it did. And there is a sequel to the book, I've heard. I don't know what it's called. I think I looked it up on Goodreads. But it's definitely the sequel to this book. It's by the same author, but I don't know what it's called. But they hadn't read that book either, but I think this had a very good ending. If I had to rate the movie, I would rate it a 4 out of 5 stars also, just because the ending was so different. The book has a very dramatic ending, like I mentioned earlier, and it was very cool how things all played out, and things that happened in the movie happened in the book in the end, but not necessarily at the same time. Like, some of the things were backwards. That's why I said earlier most of it was chronological order, but except for the end, some things were switched around, which didn't bother me, but the ending of the book was kind of confusing at some parts, so there are things I wouldn't have noticed if I didn't see the movie. but the ending in both were very good, and they didn't change anything too drastically, so I really enjoyed that. I am currently reading Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I got this, my friend is letting me borrow her Kindle, so I'm reading it quickly, and I was in the middle of Cinder by Marissa Meyer, but I haven't had a very good chance to read that because I want to read this quickly and get it back to her. And so I'll be finishing this up and doing a review for this. I also have some other books that I've read lately, but I haven't done reviews for, which I should do reviews for. I'm going to be trying to do more reviews than I have been doing, but I just haven't had a lot of time. I gave both the book and the movie a 4 out of 5 stars, and if you want anything more, you can follow me on Goodreads. Pretty soon I'll be linking a thing to my Goodreads so you can see my written reviews about the book, where you can learn a little more about the book. But the same thing with the movie, it's pretty similar to the book, so there's not too much new. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want more, please subscribe to Alex Book Reviews, and I'll be seeing you soon with Beautiful Creatures reviews and to-be-read list, because my to-be-read list is pretty crazy. Thanks for subscribing! Bye!